And speeding in 3, 2.
Foodies, what's up? Welcome to Dine Out In. Let's get cooking. What inspired my cooking channel was legacy. My mother was a huge cook, and I pretty much learned everything I knew from her, kind of by osmosis. At no point did she ever say to me, hey, come on, let me teach you how to do this. I just kind of was there, and I watched and I picked up all the little things and tricks that I'd see her do in the kitchen. She would cook for everybody. And that's kind of what Dine Out In is about. It's also inspired by the need to fuel cooking confidence. So anybody can feel like, oh, this thing here that I feel like I could never make, or I have to go to a restaurant to get, we can try and cook it ourselves. And that's what we're going to do on Dine Out In. We're just going to attack fearlessly the things that we feel like we love to eat, but we could never cook. And we're going to put it together. You can expect us cooking a lot of food. You can expect us talking about a lot of food. You can expect us trying things that we never imagined that we could cook. So you go to a restaurant and you get the biggest plate of, I don't know, pork chops or filet mignon, and you're like, every time I want it, I have to go to that restaurant. Well, how about if we try to make that actual dish that you like at home? That's kind of what we're doing here. That's actually the whole thing around Dine Out In. We're going to try things. We're going to cook things. We're going to fail at things. We're going to look at different recipes, from sandwiches to sauces to spices to Indian to Italian. We're going to cover the whole gamut. So, oh my gosh, Kingston, where I'm from, is a huge gastronomical, like, we love food. We love all kinds of food. In the time that I've come from Jamaica to here, Kingston has blown up even more in terms of the kinds of food we're into. And Austin is the same. You can find anything. Vietnamese, you can find Tex-Mex, Thai food, Chinese food, Jamaican food. And that's really helped me up my food game. The discovery of things outside of what you already know is great for what you feel like you want to try. So, Texas, Kingston, it's like a perfect combination. Hands down, oxtail and beans. If you haven't tried oxtail and beans, you haven't tried food. Oxtail and beans, perfection. And every non-Jamaican should try oxtail and beans. It's necessary. You need to try it. Trust me. Oxtail and beans with spinach dumpling on a bed of rice and peas. Try it. And you're welcome. International food that a Jamaican should try. I don't have any one dish, actually. I think if a Jamaican tries anything that is Thai in nature, be prepared to be blown away. Even down to the soups. A curry soup, I've never really had a Thai curry, coconut curry soup. Try that. I actually think Jamaicans would enjoy that. Soup lovers that we are. My absolute favorite dish to prepare is oxtail and beans. And honestly, as a Jamaican from Kingston, I don't know where oxtail and beans came from. But I'm going to say Jamaica. And I really love oxtail and beans. Oh, I don't have a specific dish, but I would say fish, which seems to be really just weird to most people. But fish for me is hard to prepare. I think it's because it's delicate and I'm impatient. And I just like to cook the crap out of everything that I'm doing. But fish takes a little bit of finessing. You have to understand the kind of fish you're cooking and all of that stuff. So fish is definitely one of the ones that we'll probably struggle on the channel with together. Cooking influence is number one. Audrey A. Williams, me mother, like bad like yours, unmatched. Chef B, original burger B, best cook hands down anywhere. Don't ask me. Unmatched. Number 2, I think I really like Gordon Ramsay's cooking. He's a little bit brusque and just rough, but I love his style. And number 3, there's a YouTuber, cinematographer actually, but he does cooking on the side, and he actually has a YouTube channel for cooking. His name is Philip Lemoyne. I really like his stuff as well. So let's go with influence first, and then we'll talk about taste. My mother had no process in the kitchen, none. She would get up and she would decide she's gonna cook something, and she cooks it. Me, I'm more methodical about how I go about what I'm cooking. Even if I decide what we're cooking, we're chop first, we clean, chop clean. My mother didn't do that. She chop, cook, and think about cleaning later. Every time I work my process, I think of how she never worked a process at all. In terms of influences and taste, she gave me everything. We tried everything, down to the weirdest things that people wouldn't do. I remember my mother made a dumpling out of green banana. That was just the most amazing thing I'd ever tasted. And I've not seen anybody else do that. But those are the kinds of, she wouldn't think it's fearless, she just thinks it's just something that you do. But I think that's the part of the fearless part of Dine Out In, that you just embody. Let's just try something that nobody else is doing and do it together.